All right, it's your boy Moolah. This week at the Fat Podcast, we back with another one. Here we go. Let's get down into it.
And then you said you slept with 32 18-year-old virgins, and you filmed that too?
Yeah.
I'm curious, like for the guys in the chat, is it, and maybe the girls can weigh in too, like, is it a W to lose your virginity as a guy to a porn star? Like, is that like a bragging? Do you think it's a bragging thing? Or?
Well, I think like personally, when people lose their virginity, it's usually terrible. Like I gave them a very good experience.
A good sexual like experience.
For sure. And not only that, like it was so
How you know?
relatable. Like, because the reason that I started doing that in the first place is like when
Well, it is the first time.
I started watching
Maybe they be mad because they came quick or something. I don't know.
porn, it wasn't relatable. Like I was like, when I have sex for the first time, it is not going to be nothing like that. Like they're professional people that do it all the time. So I was like, there's no better way to make it relatable than literally sleeping with virgins themselves, because everyone performs so differently. Like some people barely lasted 30 seconds. Some people went for quite a long time.
How do you confirm that they're virgins? You just ask them?
Yeah, like obviously there's no way of proving it. There's no,
just like Scouts honor.
They're pretty nervous, and I wouldn't say they're very good at knowing what to do and where things go. So,
okay.
Well, yeah, for many of them, it was probably their very first time with a prostitute, right? So that's, and that is your prescription here, right? Your prescription is, according to you, that men should lose their virginity to prostitutes.
No, I'm not saying they should. They're contacting me. I'm not short of people to make videos with. My inbox is full of people begging.
Yeah, I mean, but do you think that it's virtuous to take a man's virginity? Like, would you recommend that men go to a prostitute so that they can get rid of their V card? Does that sound like it's very virtuous to you?
So after they've slept with me, they're confident
question.
they're walking away.
That's a good question.
Like they'll continue like asking for tips, messaging me. The next person they sleep with, they're going to be able to give that woman a good experience. If they sleep with someone that's also new to sex, they're both probably going to be walking away from that experience no better than what they was, and both shit at it.
What? So you're
I agree with that, but
you're just building confidence in these kids.
For sure. Basically, a community worker.
Yeah, I mean, you're really a saint when we get right down to it.
I mean,
you were, willingly taking their virginity away so that you could build confidence in them, so that they could go out then and face the world having dick down a prostitute. You think do you think that they might have regret later? Do you think they might feel like, oh man,
I've not had one
probably
person
have not given up my virginity to an actual prostitute who then filmed it and showed it to other men? Like, do you think that was maybe like kind of low key,
the thing is, like,
an awful thing to do?
For sure, like, but my name is very much out there. It's not hidden what I do. They fully know when they sleep with me, it is to get posted.
Yeah, aren't we also talking about consenting adults? Like they agreed, they consented to sleep with her.
So what if they
consented?
People can consent to all kinds of horrible things. Doesn't make it a good thing to do it. You can consent to take drugs, for instance. It doesn't mean it's a good thing to take drugs. You can consent to all sorts of horrific,
their own decisions, though.
Right? What's that?
We're talking about adults who are making their own decisions, who are consenting.
Yeah, I know what we're talking about is adults making their own decisions. I just got done giving you my argument against that, which is that who cares? It doesn't matter, because adults make horrible decisions all the time.
Well, consent to me is very important.
Doesn't matter if they consent to it. Doesn't mean it's a good thing just because they consent to it.
But that's what their choice is. Some people like pink hair, some people like blue hair. It's down to a choice. If they want to sleep with me, sleep with a prostitute, if you want to word it that way, that is.
So you ain't never make no fucked up decisions at 18? Goddamn.
Their choice, and they can withdraw consent at any point. And it's
you do agree that it's prostitution, right?
I mean, I don't know why people think it's like a bad word.
About that.
I do OnlyFans. I'm an OnlyFans creator. If we want to call it prostitution, we can call it that. I don't care.
Is it?
I mean, I wouldn't say it is, but I'm not bothered. I'm not fazed by the title.
Having sex with men for money is prostitution.
I don't really get obsessed with what we call it.
Donated $200. If a man dipped down this many women, he would be called a predator and likely be in prison for SA. There is nothing to be proud here. This is what mental illness actually looks like. Get help.
Yeah, that's not true. I mean,
this would be it is.
No,
true.
what do you mean? Like if an adult man is actually sleeping with consenting adult women, how is he going to be considered a predator and a sexual assault?
Relax.
It would have been manipulation if dude was doing it to a woman.
Relax, lady, calm down. We're having a nice conversation.
Good, sir.
Relax.
Exactly. So you should let me also speak,
You'll
right?
be able. Yeah, no, but we were speaking. So not you. You weren't speaking. Me and her were speaking. So
No, I was actually.
All right, sir. We'll have to get back to this. I got to go. Whoop, whoop.